Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into one of the most powerful books out there, The 7 Pillars of Wisdom by T.E. Lawrence. If you're looking to level up in life, you need to know these top 5 lessons from the book. So, let's go. Quick heads up. The book doesn't have traditional chapters, but it's divided into books and sections. For this video, we're going to focus on 5 major lessons or themes that'll change your game. First major lesson, the importance of knowing the culture. What set Lawrence apart wasn't just his military skills, it was his ability to immerse himself in the culture of the people he was leading. He understood the importance of knowing the land, the customs, and the language. He went as far as dressing like the locals and following their traditions. Why did he do this? He knew he couldn't inspire loyalty or lead effectively without first winning their respect. This wasn't just a weekend job. He made understanding culture his lifestyle. Now think about your work environment. How well do you know the culture of your team, your clients, or your market? The first step in being an effective leader is understanding the people you're serving. Dive deep into what makes them tick. What are their dreams, fears, and motivations? It's not about manipulation. It's about understanding. And this understanding allows you to serve better, to offer solutions that resonate, and to inspire loyalty. To truly win, you can't just know your product or service. You have to know your people. Get into their shoes, understand their world, and you'll find that leading them becomes a whole lot easier. Second major lesson, adaptability is key. Lawrence had to shift his strategies continuously. Whether it was in combat or diplomacy, he was never rigid. Adaptability is not just about survival, it's about thriving. When faced with setbacks, Lawrence didn't just mope around, he adapted. He would change his plan, but never his goal. In your professional and personal life, you'll face challenges. Plans won't always pan out. Deals will fall through. Markets will shift. The adaptable don't just survive these changes, they use them as opportunities for growth. If you hit a wall with your current strategy, pivot, change your approach, but remain focused on your end goal. The more adaptable you are, the more effectively you can navigate any situation. Third major lesson, the power of unity. The unity Lawrence was able to foster among the different Arab tribes was nothing short of miraculous. He didn't just bring them together, he helped them focus on a common goal. Instead of getting bogged down by old rivalries and petty disputes, they started winning battles and making real progress. The lesson here is simple but powerful. Unity is strength. In business and in life, teamwork makes the dream work. You can't do everything yourself, and why would you want to? The strength of a team lies in its diversity. Different skills, different perspectives, and different solutions to problems. So find your tribe, build your team, and stick together. A united team is an unstoppable force. Fourth major lesson, personal sacrifice for the greater good. Lawrence put his comfort, and sometimes even his life, on the line for the sake of the mission. It wasn't about ego or personal glory, it was about achieving a greater good. He led by example, often placing himself in the same harsh conditions as the men he led. In doing so, he earned their respect and inspired them to push harder. Leading isn't about barking orders from the comfort of a cushy chair. It's about getting into the trenches, understanding the sacrifices your team is making, and being willing to make those sacrifices yourself. When you put the mission above your comfort, you inspire others to do the same. That's how you achieve great things. Fifth major lesson, dreamers of the day are dangerous men. Let's revisit Lawrence's quote. All men dream, but not equally. Those who dream by night in the dusty recesses of their minds awake to find that it was vanity. But the dreamers of the day are dangerous men, that they may act their dreams with open eyes to make it possible. What separates dreamers of the day from others is their ability to take their dreams and turn them into action. They don't just fantasize, they strategize. They set goals, make plans, and take concrete steps toward making their dreams a reality. So, are you a dreamer of the day or the night? If you have a vision, are you taking steps to make it happen? Setting goals isn't enough. You've got to break those goals down into actionable steps. then you've got to act, measure your progress, adapt, and keep pushing until you've turned your dream into your reality. Accountability lessons. Measure your progress. If Lawrence could cross the desert, often referred to as an ocean of sand, with limited tools, you can surely track your own journey. The first step in accountability is knowing where you stand. Are you hitting your targets? Is your strategy working? Lawrence had to measure his team's progress to adapt and change. We live in a world full of tools that can help us measure our progress, whether it's in business, fitness, or personal development. Tracking isn't just about recording numbers, it's about understanding what those numbers mean and what needs to change for improvement. Accountability begins with an honest assessment, so don't shy away from the data. Embrace it, analyze it, and use it to your advantage. Be transparent. Lawrence was a master at keeping open lines of communication with his team and allies. It wasn't just about what he knew, it was about making sure everyone was on the same page. Transparency fosters trust and helps to create a culture where everyone feels responsible for the mission's success. Transparency isn't just about being open, it's about being vulnerable. It's about admitting when you're wrong or when you don't know something. And this goes beyond you. It encourages your team to do the same. In a transparent environment, problems are solved faster because people aren't wasting time covering their tracks. They're focused on finding solutions. Stick to commitments. Lawrence was a man of his word. If he promised something, he would move heaven and earth to make it happen. Your word is your bond. When you commit to doing something, whether it's delivering a project on time or being there for someone, you have to follow through. Your reliability doesn't just affect you, it sets the tone for your entire team. If you're flaky and inconsistent, it becomes a lot harder to hold anyone else accountable for their actions. Sticking to your commitments isn't just a sign of integrity, it's a cornerstone of effective leadership. Leadership takeaways. Embrace local wisdom. Lawrence knew that his knowledge was limited when compared to the people who had lived their entire lives in the region. Respecting and incorporating their insights was a big part of his success. This is a critical lesson for leaders. It's tempting to think that because you're the leader, you should have all the answers. But the best leaders know how to listen. They understand that the boots on the ground often have invaluable insights that can make or break a mission. This principle applies whether you're in a boardroom or on a battlefield. Never underestimate the power of local wisdom. Your team members are your greatest asset. Listen to them. Be adaptable. We touched on this earlier, but it's worth repeating. A rigid leader is a broken leader. Flexibility is not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength. Lawrence was always willing to adapt his strategies, sometimes on the fly, to deal with the challenges that came his way. Adaptability is more than just a willingness to change. It's about being prepared for change. You have to cultivate a mindset that's always scanning the horizon for new opportunities and threats. You must be willing to reassess and adjust your plans based on new information or changing circumstances. In a world that's changing faster than ever, adaptability isn't just a nice-to-have, it's a must-have. Act on your dreams. We've hammered this home already, but this lesson is so important it's worth highlighting again. Dreams without actions are just fantasies. Lawrence was a dreamer, but what set him apart was his ability to act on those dreams. He had a vision, but he also had a plan. And he had the guts to act on that plan, even when the odds were stacked against him. Being a leader means having the courage to act, even when it's easier not to. It means taking calculated risks and pushing forward, even when you're filled with doubt. And most importantly, it means inspiring your team to act on their dreams as well. A leader who acts on their dreams sets the stage for an organization where everyone is empowered to do the same. That's it for today. If you found this useful, smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe for more game-changing content. Until next time, let's go and make those dreams happen.